never was supposed to be. Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
Because I had dinner with Paul Allen twice in London. 10 days ago.
No, you didn't.
American Psycho is a one-of-a-kind film. Mary Harron's depiction of Bret Easton Ellis's 1991 novel is a striking, compelling examination of hypermasculinity and the detached and despondent nature of the upper class and the facetious, consumerist culture of 1980s America. Personifying an interchangeable face within a circle of elitist business associates, Christian Bale's rendition of the impulsive sociopath Patrick Bateman is supremely entertaining, leading viewers to question just how true the events of the movie are, and whether or not Bateman's rampage through New York City was just a product of his twisted mind. Combine this with an amazing soundtrack, biting social commentary, and countless iconic scenes and monologues, American Psycho has solidified its place as a standout piece of early 2000s cinema, and it's my second favorite movie of all time. I've only seen 2 movies. But that's what I want to talk about today. I've had this copy of American Psycho on VHS for a while now, and I wanted to walk through every piece of this film to show in detail exactly what makes it such an entertaining experience. I think the imperfections within VHS as a medium just kind of make movies feel more authentic, you know? That little bit of static and distortion. It just feels cozier than playing something off of like, hold on, just gotta, shit, why's this gotta happen now?
What's the holdup? Do you really need that VCR to work for this?
Does the artistic integrity of the film's original home release matter at all?
Well, that's probably the stupidest reason you could have given, but regardless, I don't really know where you could find a new VCR around here.
Yeah, I'll probably have to look online or find something that'll work. Maybe I could just buy from one of those, like, local resale apps and pick it up today.
Are you sure that's a good idea? There's so many weirdos on those websites. Who knows who you're buying stuff from? It'd be way smarter to just order one off eBay and wait a few days.
Great news, guys! I already found a VCR for a great price, and this dude already accepted my bid. Plus, it's only a 20-minute drive. You're welcome, by the way. Salem, you're getting all worked up over nothing. Everything is gonna go fine. We go pick up the VCR right now. Dappy pays me back double for what I paid for it.
Yeah, we did not agree on that at all.
Everyone wins.
Who's we? There's zero chance I'm going there with you.
Salem, come on, you got my back, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then just think of it as like a fun little side quest. 2 besties versus the world. Also, I need a ride.
I get the aux cord.
That was a waste of time. Look, I know it may seem like I'm being overdramatic here, but I want to treat American Psycho with dignity, in a form that I personally think best suits it. In reality, it's not exactly my favorite film, but I respect the hell out of it for its style and substance. It's a movie that can't be replicated, and you'd be stupid to even try to. Which is why it hasn't. For the most part. In 2001, production began on a low-budget thriller called The Girl Who Wouldn't Die, a smaller release from Lionsgate featuring a small handful of semi-notable stars, in particular, William Shatner and the lead actress Mila Kunis. Mila had pieced together a respectable acting career by this point, primarily through her roles in Family Guy and That 70s Show, but she was looking for a big opportunity, something that would give her an in to Hollywood and the box office. And Shatner was already a well-respected actor through his iconic performance on Star Trek, so his veteran presence and acting chops could very easily make up for weaknesses in the script. The movie centers around Rachel, a criminology major at Washington University with aspirations to work for the FBI to stop serial killers. And yes, she specifies that she just wants to stop serial killers. It's kind of an odd reason, but I guess there's worse things FBI agents could do. However, a wrench gets thrown into Rachel's plan. William Shatner's lucrative TA position is opening up next semester, but she isn't the only one in the class vying for the position. Naturally, Rachel decides the best way to secure a spot as the TA is to kill everyone. Oh shit, it's kind of like that one movie. Rachel's ego and spite fuels her rampage across campus, whacking everyone who even slightly annoys her in this film's 88-minute runtime. It's ridiculous, it's tacky, it's really not good, and is one of the most unintentionally funny line reads of all time.
Yep, I just killed Brian.
Brian's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
However, there's one big problem here. The movie I described doesn't exist. technically speaking. The Girl Who Wouldn't Die never saw the light of day, not because it was canned. Quite the opposite, actually. It met a fate worse than death. Corporate interference. It just so happened that Lionsgate, the producer for The Girl Who Wouldn't Die, was holding a pretty lucrative film license in their pocket. A film that may or may not have centered around another serial killer. The Girl Who Wouldn't Die, this silly little pet project by a small-time, no-name director, was instead rebranded to a direct sequel to the original American Psycho, and was forcibly lobotomized by Lionsgate higher-ups in the 11th hour of production, shoehorning in one of the most unnecessary, disjointed, completely brain-dead associations with a pre-existing property in the history of cinema, shooting the film and its entire cast in the foot before it even hit store shelves. Mila's voiceovers were tweaked to mention Patrick Bateman here and there, the edit was spruced up a bit, and most importantly, there was a new intro portraying a young Rachel tagging along with her babysitter on her date. A date with none other than Patrick Bateman. Or maybe it's Patrick Bateman. I can't really tell. He never shows his face or says anything. Bateman does whatever this is to Rachel's babysitter, and Rachel sneaks up behind him with an ice pick and...
Is everything alright in there? Thought I heard a crash.
Yes, everything's fine. Thanks.
And this is it. The thesis of the film is all right here in the opening. Rachel impales bait fraud, tells the audience she's now dedicating her life to stopping serial killers, but then murders her classmates multiple times, and also stops 0 serial killers following the whole Patrick Bateman thing. I wish there was more to say about this movie, but there just really isn't all that much going on here, which is concerning considering this is supposed to be the follow-up to American Psycho, of all things. Rachel kills a bunch of people, Shatner quits teaching because Rachel killed a student he was secretly sleeping with, and this therapist guy figures out Rachel's whole scheme, leading to a very, very slow... police chase that culminates in Rachel crashing her car and dying in a fiery blaze. Or so we thought. It turns out Rachel faked her death, shows up to a book signing of the therapist dude, and delivers the greatest closing line in any film there ever is.
I mean, what's the point of pulling off the perfect set of murders to realize my dream if there isn't someone alive who knows about it? It would be as if I've done nothing at all.
Okay, this should go without saying, but can you imagine just how offensive this kind of butchering is, not just to the original American Psycho team, but to everyone involved with the original version of The Girl Who Wouldn't Die? Like, imagine being told, yeah, sorry, we're gonna change the entire film and its artistic intentions to give it better brand recognition. Recognition that, I might add, was pretty much worthless. American Psycho wasn't even a commercial success to begin with. I mean, literally, the only commonality here is that both films revolve around serial killers. Like, that's it. Patrick Bateman is nothing like Rachel. He's not making witty quips.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
He's not a genius, he's not cool or appealing or endearing, whatever. He might think he is, but he isn't. He's a complete buffoon, and the film goes out of its way to exemplify this.
But Bateman is not a... I could never really view him just as a villain, pure and simple, because he's so ridiculous, you know? He's not your ordinary kind of Hannibal Lecter kind of scary villain, because you laugh at him, you know, never with him.
Like, you'd have to be some kind of idiot to not pick up on this crucial characterization. To help illustrate my following point, I've prepared a demonstration. This is an unregistered semi-automatic firearm. I purchased it illegally from my Russian neighbor Timothy. Now, you may say to yourself, wow, that's pretty irresponsible, Dappy. Why would you make such a transaction? To which I would reply, this gun, and by proxy myself, are really fucking badass. So laws and morals have no bearing on my actions. If it looks cool, nothing else matters. Hey, check out this sick-ass video I found on TikTok. It's no secret that American Psycho has reemerged in meme culture these past few years, due in large part to internet subcultures picking up on the iconic moments and characters. While, yeah, it was pretty funny. Like 2 years ago. The film has gotten increasingly misrepresented within this new awareness, both ironically and genuinely. When you take the time to dig into it, it's plainly obvious what American Psycho is supposed to be. A biting black comedy that mocks the toxicity of Bateman and the vapid environment that enables his misogyny and social insecurities, the consumerism, sexism, and intolerance that spawns his alien desperation to
Want to fit in.
The American Psycho film was directed by a woman, and the book it's based on was written by a gay man. 5 seconds of critical thinking will spell out everything this movie sets out to accomplish, as if the comedy didn't already signify that none of this should be taken literally.
Your address?
American Gardens Building, West 81st Street.
Nice. Very nice.
Thanks.
And yet, there's somehow no shortage of schmucks who somehow missed the entire point of this film. I swear, did you even watch the movie before you made Patrick your profile picture? Why do you even care if some people don't get American Psycho? Don't you have anything else to worry about?
No, I don't. My VCR is broken, Twitter sucks now, and Drew Holiday got sunned by Jimmy Butler on national TV with the Bucks season on the line. I have nothing. Do you hear me?
In reality, do I actually care about internet people not understanding American Psycho's themes? No, not really. However, the parallels between American Psycho's inaccurate modern prominence and the driving forces behind Lionsgate stapling the IP to The Girl Who Wouldn't Die are eerily similar. Both scenarios feature American Psycho being examined at its absolute bare bones, thinking entirely from an aesthetic perspective and transplanting that interpretation onto something completely different. It's a common denominator that makes me question the very foundation of American Psycho and its intentions. As enjoyable as I might find the original film, it's not some infallible work of fiction with timeless craftsmanship, and I think that's best exemplified by how badly it's been understood throughout its lifetime. Maybe American Psycho was never built for such mainstream appeal, and it certainly wasn't designed for the hyper-online Gen Z audience. American Psycho exists as its own little thing, this microcosm of specific commentary that resonates perfectly within its own context and background. And trying to inject that spirit into something else just doesn't really work. You know, when I got this idea to talk about American Psycho 2, I thought it'd be funny to look at a bad film and just laugh at it a little bit. But in all honesty, I think American Psycho 2 being bad is the least interesting thing about this whole story. The Girl Who Wouldn't Die kinda sucks. It always did, and nothing was realistically gonna change that. But what it didn't deserve was disrespect. Complete disregard for its identity and intentions that not only put the project under a larger, more critical lens, but also tarnished the pedigree of another work of art too. A movie can always be bad. Most of them are. But god damn it, it doesn't change the fact that a real person worked on it, poured their blood, sweat, and tears into it, wanted to create something of value. And that's worth more than any stupid corporate interference or internet meme to me.
Oh shit, oh guys, I just realized I had the safety off on this gun the entire time. That could have been bad. I should have taken gun safety before I bought this.